Then we decide at the end of camp who's like actually earned that spot. I got a little input, but also at the same time, it's always up to them, always up to that person, because we becoming grown men, we make our own decisions, and I always tell the guys like, you the one who makes the decision, not me, not Coach Dud, not Coach Day. You do. Hmm. Well, I seen it when he first came in, like in the summer, like when COVID was still around, of course, but like when it was at its highest peak, and he was doing some stuff that's like was tremendous. So I was like, wow, like you actually have a chance like to actually play here. But also at the same time, though, like what are you going to do with it now? I'm not about to say like, oh, you doing good, stay right there. No, keep going. Like push more. Like push yourself a lot more. Like y'all do. Y'all push yourself a lot more to actually like make the best story. Just like Josh, like he should push more to actually be like the starting guard or even better than me or Wyatt or Josh or anybody else that actually came through the program. You know. Like after that loss, which was, bad, of course, for Ohio State, but we do still have that deep in our minds. Yeah, yeah, we don't put it out there as much, but we know like this is where we need to be. Like what they did was like attention to detail. Like we was being we was attention to detail, but not as like finally how they were. And I give them credit. Like they got us. But at the same time, though, I don't think it's going to happen again at all. They look at the leaders that we provide. Like first, me, Paris Johnson, um, actually me, Nick. Like all the younger guys look up to us, and when Justin was here, the young quarterbacks looked up to him. So on and so forth. Like Terry McCorrin, like Chris looked up to him, and Chris is now the leader. Chris and Garrett's now the leaders of that room. Like it keeps going on and on. It's like a never-ending cycle. Hmm. To to be honest, like I think it's a good thing overall. But also at the same time, though, it's like how many games are the players going to actually play? You know, because after like 12 games, like people's bodies like literally be like hurting and be like, all right, like can we like get like a little break? Then we get in, But I think it'll be good no matter what. I don't know. It was just brought up today. I'm just, man, I don't care for real. I'm just ready to play football. Probably. Hmm. It's more win the whole thing instead of Alabama or just one team because we know we can get there. We know we have the potential to actually do that. All now, all it is now is on us. It's actually like, all right, we need to do this. We need to pay attention to detail, like I said before. Like it's all about the details. That's all it is. We still have that score. It's just we just don't post it everywhere. Um, Personally, I think we are far from it, but from our whole team's perspective, like they, we don't think like we that far from it, but we push ourselves so far. It's like, all right, like we need to be better than, Bama. We need to be better than everybody else that pays attention to like the actual details of the stuff.
Do you think that last year's the end result felt different because of everything else you guys had to go through? Like the Clemson game in 2019, you were there.
Mm-hmm.
You knew you were the better team that day, but you left.
Yeah.
With everything that happened last year, the way that the season ended, I don't think people felt as much hurt about it as far as like the national landscape and the way fans viewed it. Do you guys chalk that up as sort of an anomaly? Like, all this crap happened and we just had to play the game?
Oh, my bad. I'm so sorry. I was burping. Nah, it's just keep going, just do our thing, pay attention to detail, and if we do the little things right, we'll win the game. And play hard as well, like we always do,
Thayer, if you could sign a name, image, likeness deal with any brand of your choosing, which one would it be?
Anybody, it don't matter, anybody will. I feel very confident of whoever's going to be right next to me or who's at left guard, center, right guard, or right tackle. Well, it don't matter. It doesn't matter, because me as a leader and Nick as a leader as well, we're going to make sure, all right, you going to be starting or you going to be playing if he goes down. Like, make sure you know your stuff before you go on that field.
It sounds like you got a lot of interchangeable pieces.
Mm-hmm. If they can play it, they can play it. If I see it on film, and Coach Studd sees it on film, and we all feel confident of him being in that position, we'll put him in that position. But till then, they have that chance to actually show people themselves of what they can do. Huh? Mm-hmm.
What's your relationship like with Garrett Johnson? Going back to that last question about Cincinnati, what's your relationship with him like from that standpoint?
Well, to be honest, I didn't know him before he was the big name guy. Right now, my relationship with him is actually pretty good. He's the little brother. He's like my little brother. We always joke around, and he said, I always call him grandson. He always called me nephew because we have a weird bond. It's always a weird bond between me and him. But also at the same time, it's we push each other so much. I push my brothers a lot. And when Wyatt Davis was here and Josh Myers was here, they pushed me to actually become stronger and to mentally prepare myself for the next level.
Where's Paris athletically compared to the others who play your guys' position?
He's up there. He might not. He's big, strong now, and he's gonna be somebody to be watch out for. 100%.
Do you think the quarterback battle will, take some time here, or?
It'll take some time. Everything's not set in stone until the day of the game. So y'all can ask me all these questions about the quarterback, but I can't really tell y'all, or I really don't know.
But they all deserve a shot.
Oh yeah.
Nobody's head and shoulders.
Nah, not at all. Everybody's doing the same thing as everybody else does.
Does it matter how early you find out, though? As far as getting that guy to roll first team reps, getting that guy established with the first string offense, is that
It's important, but most of the same times, they need to do what they need to do. Just to actually take that spot. Be the guy to actually take that spot and actually run with it. Not just be the guy, just get there and be satisfied with it. Nobody wants to be satisfied with where they at. I'm not satisfied where I'm at. Everybody got me going first rounds. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I don't care. That's fine until the field, until people see the game. You know what I mean? We can all say oh, he's gonna be this, oh, he's gonna be that. Can he show that on the field?
Thayer, obviously the pandemic's caused a lot of challenges. One of those last year was having limited capacity fans. This year, fans are coming back. How big of a boost is that going to be for you guys?
Oh my! I cannot wait till these these guys come back to the stadium because it was so like quiet. It's so weird just to have just to play a game in the stadium without nobody there. It felt like another practice, but it was just so weird. But I just can't wait to have them back. It will improve the play a lot, but at the same time, the other team will also feel off it too. We will feel off of it. Like it goes hand in hand, you know. Yeah, it for sure did.
I remember James Franklin at Penn State talking about how he missed getting the middle finger on the bus, James throwing at the bus.
Yeah.
You also kind of missed that part until like missed the road phase.
Oh.
Like you guys.
100%. Like, especially when we go to Minnesota, I'm like literally expecting people just like throw stuff at us. I'm like, not throw stuff at us like personally, but throw stuff at the bus. Like, don't throw stuff at us personally, because that kind of be like, oh, like he bold for that. So.
Do you worry about like you watch the pro sports and some of the fan behavior that you've seen like in NBA? Do you worry about some of the stuff maybe carrying over?
Not really. It's just I be in the zone so much. It's like, all right, I have a game to play. I really don't have nothing to actually look forward to. But if they do throw stuff at me, I'm like, all right, look up. I'm like, all right, I got you. Move on. I always critique other people, critique ourselves. You know, as leaders as offensive line unit, like we can't just be like, oh, like I'm cool. It doesn't work like that. Like if you don't critique yourself and be hard on yourself too, and help out others as well, like you can't push for greatness. A lot. It helps a lot. Me and him was just talking about it last night. Like yeah, we was a duo, but at the same time, like we couldn't do what we do without the players who came before us, and helping out our young guys as well, and helping out ourselves. You know. Right now, we haven't gone to practice yet, so things can change. You know.
Reflect on kind of where you've gone from where you were.
100%. Like most of everybody knows that I did not come from the greatest part. I didn't come from like I don't have like the mental I have a learning disability, and that's why I wasn't like the high recruited player, because I was having learning disability, and now everybody's like praising me now. I'm like, that's fine, but where was this like before? Like, you know, like it's all fine and dandy right now, but y'all wasn't there when I was like back then, just struggling just to have my test scores right, or struggling just to have my mental state right, because I was still a kid, just like learning everything, you know. And that's where like, you know, people mess up as like yeah, you congratulate me right now, but where was you like back then? You know what I mean? It's like nobody. I'm not calling out nobody, of course, but I'm just saying like overall, you know.
Hey, Thayer, we spent a lot of time talking to Michigan players yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and all of them said that they're putting a lot more emphasis on the rivalry this year. Given how lopsided it's been for so long, how surprised are you that it's taken this long for them to put more emphasis on it?
To be honest, I'm not really surprised. You know, everybody knows this is the greatest rivalry of all sports. I'm happy they doing it, but at the same time, I don't feel like they have shied away from it. You know, it's always been there, Like, I read something like earlier the year, like they was talking about like the defense. I'm like, I like it. Like, I like that. I love like the talk. I love everything. Like, But also at the same time, though, it's like we happy that we get to play this rivalry, of course. But at the same time, it's our game to play, not nobody else's.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to click on that subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing, and come visit us over at BuckeyeGrove.com for all the best Ohio State information on the web.